Gabriel keeps plenty of space, and he's still going. Gabriel makes a move. He's gone. Here at the bottom for Jeremiah Smith. 3rd and 20. Howard, a lot of time coming off. Howard's going to run for it. Time runs out, and that'll do it. Oh, my goodness.
Welcome in. Episode 12 of Through the Whistle. We have a loser amongst us, both college and NFL.
You have 2 L's in your season.
We have a
group of losers.
Yeah?
Okay, then.
I mean, but one of us had expectations of a national championship. The other one,
a Big Ten championship, a playoff appearance.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
The bar is
still there. The bar is still there for us.
You sure?
We'll get into it.
Well, let's go ahead and y'all know. First thing I'm gonna say: like, share, subscribe, comment, please. Continue to just like the video, please. If you view it, you like it, please. I don't care if you don't
like it.
Yeah, I don't even care if you don't. I don't even care if you watched it for 20 seconds. Push the like button. Subscribe.
Do everything.
Turn the bell icon on if you want to. If you don't want to see Keivon dressed in a costume, it's 100 likes.
What's up with you in this costume thing?
Hey man, the people need what the people need. Anyways, let's get straight into it. Let's get straight into it. You know, my team didn't lose this weekend. That's always
the Giants literally lost.
That's a dub. Okay. That's a dub in my book. Shadur. But my Michigan Wolverines didn't lose this weekend, thank God. We're on the bye week. That's
about as close to a victory you can get.
I mean, hey, being able to have a bye week on this type of Saturday, no stress, you get to enjoy the games. Oh my God, it's 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I highly recommend to anybody else.
I'm glad we got the bye week this week then,
huh? Yeah, y'all need to think about a whole lot of things.
Yeah.
Anyways, sorry, free ad right there. Let's get right into it. Ohio State, Oregon. I'm gonna paint a picture. I'm gonna paint a fucking Van Gogh. Over 450 yards given up by the defense. Mm-hmm. No pressure by the D-line.
Mm-hmm. None. 0.
Offense moving the ball pretty effectively and then going away from the run game. Am I talking, if I could make A, B, C, am I talking about A, the Michigan game from 2022, the Ohio State Georgia game from 2022, or the Oregon game from this past Saturday? And ding, 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 I promise you, you get this D, all of the above. Because, Keivon, 7 second half rushes by your running backs? You told me all offseason, we got the best running back duo in the nation. Oh my God, what happened to Virgil? 7 second half touches by your running backs. That's not okay. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn what y'all got going on. You gave them motherfuckers the ball. 2, this wide receiver screen shit has to stop. You're not playing Marshall anymore. You're not playing Akron. You're not playing Western Michigan. You're not playing Kent State. You're not playing Arkansas State. You're not playing North Carolina A&T. Shout out to North Carolina A&T. Y'all gotta stop that wide receiver screen shit. That shit does not work. And if y'all are, please incorporate. You know, Heidelberg, he had the fake wide receiver screen verticals. And that bitch was there. Shout out to Violet. I know I'm giving away the plays. It's okay. Keivon, 7 touches by your running backs. Trey Henderson, 3 touches after he breaks a 70-yard run. Keivon, first round picks galore on your defense. One of them got spat on. That's the only one who played good on y'all's defense. First of all, hold on. I tried. I promise to God, Igman knows that you are a good man. You must be a holy man.
Man of God.
A man of God. Because you spit on me, there is no more football game. I'm going to kill you on this field. I'm going to put my hands around your throat and I'm going to kill you. because you're gonna spit on me. Don't get more disrespectful than that. No.
Definitely an Andre Johnson.
I'm talking about I'm going Andre Johnson on Cortland Finnegan. And I'm going Myles Garrett or Mason Rudolph. Take your helmet off. Beat your ass with your own helmet. You're gonna spit on me? Oh nah.
Disrespect.
Nah, you gonna see Christ today. I hope you've been praying. I hope you had a praying grandmother. I had a grandmother who prayed. You better pray you did. So you're gonna see the heavenly gates. Ryan Day would have had to understand. I would have understood. I was like, oh, beat his ass. So back to the game. Denzel Burke, he's a top 3 corner. He's a top 3 corner in the nation. Oh, and what nation? What, a third world nation? Damn sure not in the fucking United States of America. Because oh boy, 200 yards giving up, 8 fucking catches, 8 for 8, a perfect QBR giving up on them. And then the D-line, Jack, we gotta get some pressure, my brother. We gotta get some pressure, please. Why y'all dropping Jack Sawyer into middle of the field coverage? What type of sense does that make?
Beyond me.
And then JTT, Keivon, I have told you for the last 2 seasons, he does not do shit against anybody not named Penn State. Because did he even play? Besides the one play that matters the most. Keivon, on read option, what is the end supposed to do? You have the quarterback. You force the handoff. You are the read end. You force the handoff. I ain't been to play all day. What my boy Gammy say? Oh, I'm gonna make a name for myself. Oh, let me go after this running back, Dylan Gabriel. Let's break a long ass run. Because outside of that, JTT ain't do nothing. Where were you at? I'm looking low. I'm looking high. Where were you? You said he was a top D tackle in the nation.
Right,
you said he's a first round pick.
Pushing it. Yeah, first rounder.
That's top 5-ish.
Yeah.
Top 5.
It's a lot of good defensive ends. But besides, go ahead.
And then
continue.
Tyreek Williams, was he even out there? Did he play football?
He played solid. I won't let you disrespect Tyreek. Tyreek played good. He played solid.
And then back to this play calling. Oh my Lord. You get to the other side of the 40 on your final drive. You have a timeout. You have 40 seconds left. Why would you not at least run the ball one time? You have an empty box. It's 5-on-5. You have, I don't care which one you go with. Why are you not fucking running the ball? And then you gonna throw the ball twice, and then your boy. Keivon, tell me if you heard this one before. You gotta think back a couple of years. 4th quarter, game on the line. Your quarterback tries to scramble. He slides, runs out of time. That reminds you of a certain.
That pressure against the Niners.
Yeah, maybe you're the problem, Keivon. Maybe you're the problem.
He actually had time.
Y'all get the playoff?
He did.
Y'all get the playoff?
I think that was.
Y'all ain't get the playoff. Ohio State ain't get the playoff. 8 seconds. Run the fucking ball. Run the inside zone. You gonna at least get the damn timeout off. The man pump faked, looked up at the big ass scoreboard and said, "I'm gonna make a name for myself again." Slide. After the man he fell off Aura twice to start the drive off. First play, Keivon, he got the ball. He said, I am not big time. Noodle legs, pissing down his leg. And then the next play, he gets the ball. Fuck, I'm not built for this shit.
He made up for it.
This is not Arizona State. This is Autzen Stadium. Let me fall again. Noodle legs.
Okay.
You telling me this don't remind you of the ball game last year, the play calling wise, offensively? Because boy, oh boy, that wide receiver screen shit is not there. But the floor is yours, Keivon.
Thank you.
My fellow Americans.
Just go ahead and you can go ahead and.
Well, I can probably go ahead and clock out.
You can go ahead and clock out. You can go do it. I got a couple things to say. So,
Go ahead and stretch. Strengthening your shoulder.
Couple things to say. Got a lot of takeaways. One. Ty, what was we flashback. You know, it would have been great to start this show
With a flashback.
with a flashback from last week, from Thursday. Because what was my two biggest keys to the game?
Making Dylan Gabriel throw the ball. Because getting pressure on Dylan Gabriel.
The game was going to be won or lost with both sides of the line. Defensive line and offensive line. Granted, we're going to take we talked about paper pops. So we'll talk about the paper. Basically, 3 turnovers for Ohio State. 1, Judkins. Fumbling when you're up 7-0, when you can take the throat of Oregon and basically just suffocate them. Legitimately, you could have stepped on their throat and ended the game.
It was the football guys, though.
Yes,
It was the football guys.
it was definitely a makeup. It was definitely a makeup. I will tell you this one thing. There were situations where I believe that Dan Lanning made a name for himself as far as he showed that he can be on that level of not scheme, but like just straight up
Schematics.
He's not at a lower level. He's not going to get out coached. The onside kick was on purpose. I will say it was on purpose, but I will guarantee you that if that kicker did that 10 more times, he was not going to get one of those
He
ever
doinked
again.
it off his thigh.
He would never do that again.
Keivon, you cannot be that accurate ever
in your life. Ever in your life. I promise. A soccer player will not do that again. And not to mention, this is what. Listen, I had an argument, a disagreement that Ryan Day was out. I believe Ryan Day was outcoached. I would say it was a stalemate, but if you want to say Lanning outtook it, I'll give you that. The onside kick being one of the reasons why you think that he was outcoached. When Ryan Day, I went back and watched it. Ryan Day had his onside kick team out there when they were on the 50-yard line. So it wasn't like we weren't ready. We knew it was the dude trying to jump.
Because any other time he's running straight back as soon as the ball's kicked.
If I can remember correctly, it was Caleb Downs that got hit. So he wore 48 because Emeka was on the field. You can't have 2 number 2s on.
Yep.
So it's not that we weren't prepared. It's Ryan Day saw it. He's like, oh no, they're going to try to onside kick this. I know this. And then you get kicked off the leg. Granted, again, great play call, great way to get it back. I don't think that will ever happen again. Because if we recover that, we're starting out on the 50-yard line. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And clearly both offenses were doing whatever they wanted. Before I get to the offense, it's time to have this conversation.
Jim knows.
Ryan Day, we asked you to step away. People asked you to step away. I didn't personally ask, but people asked you to step away from play calling to oversee everything. This week, off the bye, you need to have it. You and Jim need to sit down in the office and y'all need to have a conversation. Because for one, I don't know what in God's name was going through this man's head. For you say that you saw Jack go get a zone drop. My question is, if you're not getting pressure with 4, what the hell you think you're going to get pressure with 3? I don't know. I don't get it. When your safety is tied for the lead for tackles for loss, you don't need to be sitting at only 3.
And you blitz 1, and the one time you blitz him, the one time you blitz Caleb with the 4-man pressure, that's your only second of the game. That's your only second of the game.
If you're going to do it, you need to do it. You need to be consistent with it.
It's kind of like it helps out.
My thing is, if you're going to send 3, you're going to drop somebody. I promise to goodness, the best thing that you should have did, you should not leave Denzel Burke, who's been getting burnt all game, by himself on a cover 4.
Yeah.
You should probably run either a 2-man high with a man underneath with 2 to 3 over top. So you know that Denzel, you can be as aggressive as you want, because the thing with Denzel that blew me the most. The man legitimately immunity, by the way.
No, it's so funny hearing you talk about Denzel until he's asked for years.
The first two bomb shots. I'm like, okay, the first one I'll give you.
Yeah,
because
eyes in the backfield.
Eyes in the backfield.
They've been running quick game all game. I'll give you that one.
I'll lean into the fact that, like, okay, you know what? You were pressed. You wanted to make a play, and you let it go.
You probably didn't see that all weekend film.
Exactly.
Bam.
Just let it go. But to do it again, and then to do it a third time, it's like, bro.
And then a couple of the other ones, he doesn't even want to tackle. He's mentally out of. He's just.
It's to the point where it's like, bro. Okay, now they're playing you 10 yards off, and you're still looking to try to, like, it's like you were trying to make up for it. It's like, okay, bro, they're not throwing the curl. They're going to run behind you. They're running past you. So instead of just trying to not stumble with your feet, but pat your feet and let it go. No, keep backpedaling, because I promise you, we'd rather give up the curl or the dig or whatever they want to throw, as long as they don't get the 75-yard bomb over your head. 8 plays of over 25 yards. 8. We haven't allowed over 7 this entire season up until this game. It is mind blowing.
You said how many? You said big shots of over 20 yards, right?
Over 20 yards. There were 8 of them in that game, given up by Ohio State. Ohio State gave up 7 up until this point, including last season from that Michigan game. So we talk about the Michigan game of last year of how they gave up. Ohio State gave up they just gave up
underneath.
Okay.
Aside from the Roman Wilson touchdown.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dip and dodge.
Roman Wilson touchdown and the long run from Blake at the end.
Seven big plays for more than 8 games. It's insane.
You know what that reminds me of?
It's insane.
You know what game that reminds me of? 2022 Michigan. JJ deep pass, Donovan.
But Todd, even with that, it was understood because we were putting them in one-on-one situations and we were blitzing. We weren't blitzing. But we were leaving him one-on-one, and it's like, okay, at what point are you going to give it up? So that's that. And it's not like, that the time of possession was in our favor. So it's not like the defense was out there for forever. They're out there for a normal amount of time. You force them to go under 50% on third down. Good. Granted. Great. You need to work on the red zone defense. 4 for 5 is not good enough.
After they've been struggling all season in the red zone.
Exactly. I don't know. JT had his 1 tackle for loss. He had 1 tackle for loss in that game. I don't know if he was trying to be Superman and get his 2nd tackle for loss and try to, basically kill the game, because that was, I believe, I want to say it was on second and long.
Yeah, second and 7
and then you take them out of field goal range with that play, and that's the play that he keeps it. Granted, he didn't keep it the whole game. He did the Tyree
because he kept his ass at home the whole game.
So I don't know if JT was legitimately just trying to seal the game right there, and it's like, okay, it's third and forever. The game is about to be over as soon as we get this stop. But dog, and what made it worse is he goes in for it. The man inside of him also was there. So
the D tackle was in his spot. He beat the guard. He beat the guard.
So
he beat the down block.
There was 2 people, JT included. There was 2 people that tackled the running back. Do your job. Do your job.
Do your 111. Coach Nichols said it all the time. Do your 111 and you will be okay.
I said that it was going to be about matchups. Oregon's offensive line has allowed the fewest amount of pressures the entire season. We didn't know if that was because of the quick game or because if that was who they were playing. The problem is, I still don't know if that's what the answer is. I don't know if the thing is they haven't played anybody on defense, of the defensive line, to allow that, or I don't know if they're just that good. I don't know yet, because from what I've seen, I can't trust anybody on that defensive line outside of Tyleek. Jack, you're good at. I would say Jack and JT were okay against the run. We're not. For you to be a top defensive end in the draft, you are not
These are
paid.
your games.
You're not paid for what you do against the run game. You're paid for what you do in passing situations. For him to sit there and for Dylan Gabriel to sit there and there were plays, don't get me wrong, there were definitely a lot of plays of him getting out quick. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, for sure.
But when there are plays where I see the man pump fake, pat the ball more than once,
and he
still has immense time.
He got a pot roast cooking him in a fucking crock pot back there.
That is not okay. That's not just with the, like I said, with the 3-down lineman. No, it was 4-2 as well. Jim Knowles, and it needs to be said, Larry Johnson.
The fall off of Larry Johnson
has been massive, and that has not been talked about.
Wow.
That has not. Chase Young was the savior of
the day era.
Not even the day era of what? If there was no Bosa or Chase Young, Larry Johnson's career at Ohio State is looked at as a failure. And let's be honest. Sam Hubbard was fine, but that was before Larry Johnson got there.
Sam Hubbard hasn't done nothing. Zach Harrison did nothing. Browning did nothing.
Browning wasn't even a defensive end.
Y'all moved the linebacker. He goes in the NFL, and now he's a good fucking pass rusher.
It's crazy because Jonathan, the one man that I always criticize, Jonathan Cooper is doing more in the NFL with the Broncos than he did at Ohio State. And it's sick. It's sick. So I don't know what needs to be said to him. I don't know what needs to be done. But those two, it seems like everybody's in their own zone on defense. Because like I said, outside of Denzel,
the DBs played pretty good.
The DBs played fine. I mean,
Kittle did a good job coming down. Did a couple deflections.
180 yards given up by one person out of 300 and what? About probably 340? I think that at that point, Jordan Matthews should have been inserted into he played 0 snaps. I think he should have been inserted. Hey, Denzel, come here. Just let me have a conversation with you, dog. Just get yourself together.
Reset yourself.
Reset everything. Understand what's going on. The moment everything's
Get out your head.
Ebinosa gave up a couple plays. I expect that because of how aggressive he is.
He's always been a physical guy.
He's a physical guy. Jordan Hancock didn't allow too much. Ransom, I need you to. Again, I think that he would have been another guy that with Denzel where it's like, I need you to recenter. Because Ransom was fine to start off the game, but then it's like you let Ferguson get off, and then you let him get off 2 or 3 times. It's like, okay, no. You're still fine. Relax.
Yeah, like just one play.
It's
one
okay.
play
Just keep coming back.
Out of a fucking Picasso.
The linebackers, I wasn't mad. I wasn't happy. It was not. It was okay. It was so. I'm more disappointed in the D-line than anybody else on that defense outside of Denzel Burke. Outside of Denzel Burke, the D-line is what I'm more disappointed in. There's a 3rd and goal late into the game, and Tyleik Williams is not on the field. I don't get that. Your best defensive
tackle.
Not even best tackle. The best defensive lineman on your team, probably the best player in your front 7 is not on the field. And it's 3rd and goal at the 3-yard line, and it's a chance to make or break that drive. And he's not on the field. Larry Johnson, I get it. You want to keep guys fresh? I don't care. Make the play, put him in the game, because that's what you need.
You keep guys fresh for these moments.
Literally. At some point, I get you need to. JT and Jack, I know this. It could be at any play they can get it done, but at some point, it's like, okay, they're not doing it right now. Let's see if we can put somebody else in that can make a play. I need more. Not to the offensive end, because that was just a tangent about defense. Jim knows, again, you need to re-figure out what's going on, or soon there will be a new defensive coordinator.
It seems very Big 12.
Yeah. To the offense. I really, truly need this to be heard through Ohio State fans, delusional people, and everybody else around the world. Because it's insane to me that the people outside looking in have so much of a disagreement from what the people of Ohio State, how Ohio State fans see it. And it's insane to me that Ohio State fans are this delusional. Don't get me wrong. I am a Ohio State fan through and through, and I believe that Ohio State is always in the conversation for a national championship picture every year because they should be, because that's what they recruit to. The first notion of people wanting to blame Ryan Day for this is beyond me. Because don't get me wrong.
The play calling felt very Ryan Day-ish.
But again, we cannot blame the play calling of Chip Kelly when people were mad at what Ryan Day did, and then he hands over the reins to Chip Kelly so that they can.
Oh yeah, you definitely have to pick one. You can't have both.
You can't have both. You cannot. You cannot sit there and tell me like Ryan Day passes the ball too much. I'm so happy that Chip Kelly is the new offensive coordinator because we know we're going to run the ball. And then when Chip Kelly gets in there,
y'all don't run the ball.
I need people to also go back and really, truly watch the second half. The second half was very even from Ohio State standpoint and Oregon's at 10 points scored apiece. Ohio State ran the ball 12 times in the second half.
12?
Yes, one of them being a sack.
In a fumble snap, or in a bot snap?
Yes. They ran for 19 yards. People. Yes, and 10 of those yards, not even 10. It was an 8-yard sack, and then it was a
5-yard.
No, 5-yard sack and an 8-yard fumble recovery. So a total of 13 yards. Meaning, people, do the math with me. It is 10 carries for what? 27 yards. If you're telling me that you think that is a good stat, you're wrong. You're truly wrong. We ran the ball 21 times for 122 yards in the first half. Great statistics, 2 touchdowns, all that given. When you're sitting there running the ball, okay, 1 time is not working, 2 times is not working, 3 times. We're at the 9 carries point, and it's like, listen, we're only getting 2 yards a pop. We're getting 2 yards a pop. You're going to lean away from it. I understand, Ty. I will concede to the point that you said that once we got into that 20-yard range after that big play made by Will Howard onto the sideline by Jeremiah, you would rather run the ball. I can see that. I would understand
especially
that.
when Trey's getting 3 yards a touch. Every time he touched the ball in the second half, he got 3 yards at the least.
Without a doubt.
Staying on script. That's what Joe Clay always says.
Not because Oregon's defense is probably not even thinking they're respecting the pass because that's what got them down there. Mm-hmm. And you got the 1 timeout in your pocket.
40-ish seconds. Wait, let me make sure. I don't want to.
I want to say it was probably around 30-ish seconds left after we got down within the second.
To the Oregon 28, y'all had 34 seconds.
Yeah, so around there. I would say I understand the point of getting a run here and there. I think that they will look at that and be like, okay, listen, I get it that we're getting big plays off the jump because don't get me wrong, Will Howard was diming up the field. The Mecca corner and then then the Jeremiah play, those are dots. Those are dimes. Mm-hmm. You can't sit there and be critical of Will Howard for the fumbles and stuff like that, but not praise him. I don't want to say praise. Not give him his flowers for the throws that he made. He got them down there. If we're being honest, we are legitimately an offensive pass interference away from them probably.
I don't understand how that's a continuation of the clock running. I don't understand.
I didn't get it either.
And any other flag, you stop the clock.
Legitimately. And if not, it's a 10-second runoff thing, and they have to call a timeout. So that doesn't make sense. That's something that the ref should have said because they asked. They asked Ryan Day.
Everybody's walking around like.
And Ryan Day, they asked Ryan Day after the end of the game, like, what was it? He said he was not told that the clock was going to run.
Any other time, it's not right. If it's a holding penalty, it's not going to be ran.
It's not.
If it's anything else, it doesn't get ran.
Because I would assume that's when the offensive coach will be like, okay, call the timeout. Like I'm getting the timeout. And
at 22 seconds.
And then not the thing, and that's what also. That is one thing that I was more upset with Will Howard about before I heard the press conference. I was more upset More than the fumble, more than the tweaking in the beginning of the game, and even more than the slide. Because the slide I was more upset with that was, okay, after the first pump fake, you got to go. Either you got to throw it in the dirt or you got to go. You can't pump fake, pat, and then go. You can't do that. We don't have that much time.
First read go.
Exactly. So there's that. But my thing with him was, once you see that clock is running, you need to snap the ball. There's no analyzing the defense. There's no
motion out. No, it's we're running this right now.
There's no check how many people are high, how many people are low. I don't want to hear that. My thing is, I think that the refs, I don't want to say they costed them the game. I want to say that those last 3 plays were very questionable of what refereeing should be in football. Because, like we said, the running of the clock was never talked about to Ryan Day or anybody. It just ran. Mm-hmm. Never happens, or it's a timeout. When there's 12 men on the play, and your coach is telling, there was literally not a review, but a replay of Ryan Day saying there's 12 people on the field, telling the ref there's 12, there's 12, there's 12 people.
And no one's going off the field.
No ref is sitting there doing.
He throws it like as soon as the ball snaps.
Like, dog, it's a dead ball penalty right then and there. Legitimately,
literally,
it's 5 yards. And don't get me wrong, that is one.
And that ran off 6 seconds off the time too.
Not only that, that is one thing that I will give Dan Lanning credit for, because that's more than likely a scheme call where it's like
Bill Belichick, Mike Vrabel thing.
Exactly.
And Mike Vrabel was like, no, we're going to take these delay games
and let it go. Let it go. Let it go. So, because, at most, we're not giving up a touchdown. Yeah. I don't care.
Still don't understand why you would leave Jeremiah one-on-one.
But it's fine.
Yeah.
That is the one play where I would say that he out-schemed him in that type of version. So, there's that. There's the offensive pass interference, and then there's the 12-minute. I would personally be like, all right, girl, y'all gotta give me something. Like, I get it, y'all. We got the credit for the offensive pass. The pick that should have been called a pick. That I think that's more of, okay, we're hurrying up. We're not allowing y'all to look at it. Neither here nor there. You want to get the offensive pass interference call off? Cool. All right, we're even now. But to sit there and let a 12-minute, and I'm letting you know there's a 12-minute, there's 12 people on the field, that's uncalled for. For you to sit there and let the clock run, uncalled for. Ryan Day does not deserve crucifixion for the fact that he put his team in that possibility. Because, Ty, let's be honest. Say we run the ball, right? Say we do that. Say we get to the 20-yard line, right?
See.
Call the timeout. We got 3 seconds left in the game. If he misses that field goal, are people still calling for Ryan Day's job in the house?
I don't think so.
I do. I think
Day is in a position where he's damned if he does, damned if he doesn't.
At the end of the day,
if he doesn't win, that's
my problem, because I believe that if you sit there and if he would have ran that, and then we sit there and do the whole he misses the field goal, people are going to be like, why didn't you throw the ball? Why didn't you get closer?
Why are you playing for the field goal?
Exactly, and that's what people will say. And I feel like there's no, like I said, there's no, unless he wins those games, he gets all crucifixion and no benefit of the doubt. If we're being honest, the people with he doesn't win the big game. Ty, how many national championships have you seen Ohio State win since you have been alive?
Since I've been actually watching football, only one.
Okay.
Since I've been alive, too.
Ty,
02.
Exactly. So, how old are you?
I am 24 years old next month. Damn. Oh.
So, would you say Ohio State is a dynasty?
Hell no.
Would you say Ohio State has ran any era of college football?
Fuck no.
So why in the world are we sitting here trying to act like Ryan Day is doing something other than what the last two coaches that we loved at Ohio State are doing. Granted, he doesn't have a national championship. I get it. Granted, he lost to the best 3 Michigan teams that have probably been in the past since you have been alive.
Yeah.
And I get that. We want at least the one game, and I perfectly understand, because if he loses this game, he needs to be done. He doesn't need to be coaching Ohio State football anymore. To sit here and act like he is an issue when he rejuvenized the offense that Urban Meyer destructed after Ezekiel Elliott was there. There was a reason. We went back.
Clemson didn't do shit.
Not even that. Michigan State. We said, why are you
not running the ball with D?
Okay, so clearly it's been a problem. We get to Clemson.
Why can't we throw the ball?
Can't move the ball.
And then you see all those receivers go to the NFL, and you're like, we just wasted all these receivers. We've had talent.
He calls in Ryan Day, and the offense looks top 5 every single season.
And then the defense falls off. Under Urban, the defense falls off.
I need the narrative to go away. Granted, like I said, Urban is a great coach. He is the best coach that I've seen at Ohio State. And Ryan Day, until he wins a national championship, he cannot be compared as far as greatness to greatness. When I sit there and tell you this, schematically, I think Ryan Day is a way better offensive coach than Urban Meyer is. A leader of men, I will give Urban Meyer.
Oh, for sure.
Without a doubt.
For sure.
That is nothing that can be comparable. But to sit there and act like Ryan Day is the issue is insane to me. You get 3 turnovers. You can't win a top 3 game with yourself shooting yourself in the foot.
For sure.
And I think my last thing on this rant. Ohio State. I believe this game will be played again. I believe that Indy will be hosting this game again. We already talked about last week as far as the record, as far as teams when they travel, because Penn State. We're gonna talk about it later. Penn State tried to make it still 1 and whatever. They tried it. When we look at this game later on in the future in December, it will be Oregon making that cross country. Mm-hmm. It will be. We just saw what that stadium looked like because Josh Pate made it sound amazing. This crowd looked crazy. It looked OD.
No, wait until Ohio State fans only got to drive 3 hours in a loud.
In a dome.
I've been inside Lucas Oil. I went there last year. I was very lucky to go. Everybody says Lucas Oil gets loud. Trust me, that motherfucker be rocking.
And Ty, if you're sitting there thinking that if people think that Oregon fans are going to outduel those Ohio State fans in Indy, they're out their rabbit ass mind. It will be a home game. It will basically
y'all been waiting 4 years?
Ty?
No, because COVID, y'all weren't even able to have fans. So y'all been waiting 5 years to get back to Lucas Oil. They're not. Yeah, it's not happening.
It'll be a home game.
It will be 70% Ohio State.
I think it'll be more. I think it'll probably be like 80 to 20, if not more. It'll be a home game. It'll be cross country. I don't think that Ohio State will have the simple fact of getting 3 turnovers put it on themselves. Where I don't think they're going. Like I said, that onside kick. I don't think it's happening. I don't think Judkins is going to sit there and let go of the football and just give Oregon a touchdown, basically. Mm-hmm. And I don't think that if Will Howard is put in that situation again, I don't believe that is how the game will turn out. I still think that Ohio State will win the Big Ten championship. I'm more certain about the offense than I was. I'm less certain about the defense than I was.
Number 1 in the nation.
But I will say that there is no offense outside of I don't even know I can even Penn State's offense is not close to that. There's no offense in the Big Ten that will be coming close to what this Oregon offense is.
I would say athletes wise, no. But schematically, yeah. I think what y'all are about to see next week, schematically is going to be better.
I don't think my thing is with them, they don't have the athletes that Oregon can do. They don't have the athletes that Oregon produces on the outside. When you sit there and look at, they're more brutal. They're more bruising type as they're going to try to run it 2 tight ends, 1 tight end. They're going to try to run an NFL style. I think Oregon is more spread. Get your guys out in space and see what they're going to do. I think
Dylan might be. He might have something for you. I'm gonna be honest, because you gotta think this is supposed to be Dylan's team right now. Y'all's little team that just went out to Oregon. This supposed to be Dylan's team.
Yeah.
Y'all better watch something.
Like I said, I think this will be a rematch, and we'll see how it looks when they're the team that's going across.
When the rabbit got the gun.
We'll see. We'll see.
We got a couple of quick hitters because Keivon just
definitely
Keivon just dang near
took out the whole show.
Cleared out all of you Ohio State fans who, one, have this notion that you guys are Alabama.
Yeah,
like
it's delusion.
They're never a dynasty.
Ty, how many coaches are playing? Well, not how many coaches are coaching in college football right now that has won a championship in the 2010s?
Only 2.
Here, exactly. So where are we talking?
Dabo,
where are we talking about?
And if you want to go all time, you have Dabo, Kirby, and Mac Brown down in UNC, and he's not doing much of nothing out there. But there are some comparisons. We got some quick hitters. There is some comparisons. Ryan Day and this man out there in USC can't win top 5 games. The offense usually does their job in these big matchups. Going back to Lane Kiffin being at Oklahoma, putting up points, defense not coming, to support. Penn State should have lost this game against USC. Because
they did everything but. Everything but.
USC's inability to finish a game has to be fucking studied.
Has to be studied.
Miller Lite played great for 3 quarters. Their running back fucking played
his butt off.
Carried them.
And what makes it sick?
Penn State lost to 1 man.
No, not even that.
They lost to 1 man.
No, Penn State won with 1 man. The thing is, USC's defense didn't play bad.
They didn't play bad.
Ty, when you force 3 picks, 3. There's no reason. There's
a double-digit lead at the league. That's a double-digit win.
There's no reason that this game should be close. There's no reason. There's no reason.
At home.
No reason. Ty, Tyler Warren played.
He's fucking Gronk.
He played like he was a mix of Gronk and Kelsey and everybody in between. 17 catches for 224 yards. Hey, Lincoln Riley. Don't know if you noticed this or not. You should probably guard 44.
He snapped the ball and then caught the touchdown. You can't even do that shit in 7-on-7.
Flag football, maybe.
Like,
listen.
People were talking about their offensive Penn State getting this new offensive coordinator who was supposed to revamp their offense.
Total Nicky, yeah.
Hey, they said, yeah, fuck that. We're just gonna give it to Tyler Warren. He's gonna take some direct snaps. He's gonna snap the ball. But when in doubt, we're gonna throw in the fucking ball. I mean, 224 yards.
I've never seen it.
224 yards out of 391.
Ty.
He threw for 9 fucking passes, and he can pass. In the words of Bowie Miles' uncle. Hey.
He almost had a rushing touchdown too.
I don't know if I don't know what the hell USC has to do to finish these games.
I don't know.
I mean, their defense played fucking phenomenal.
I mean,
You stopped what you needed to stop. You kept Singleton to less than 30 yards.
Oh my God!
You kept Kendrick Allen to less than 60 yards. If I told you that before the fucking game,
the game was over.
USC dog walked these boys. Oh my God!
Listen, if you told me that they threw 3 interceptions and then both their running backs were held under 60 yards, and they were both held to under
120 yards total.
They were both held to under 80 yards combined. There was no way that you could have. There was no reason that you would have been able to convince me that that Penn State won that game. There was none.
Absolutely no way.
Lincoln Riley. I don't know what the issue is as far as, your quarterback, he throws the one pick, but Woody Marks
carrying
throws
5 yards of fucking pop.
111 yards. Your backup running back gets 3 carries for 82 yards. You're running it's like at this point it's just like you want the ball here, just do whatever. Because the Penn State defense,
at 44 receiving yards too.
The Penn State defense was supposed to be the thing that was supposed to be like the difference.
Yeah.
And they weren't able to do anything as far as like holding Penn State, holding USC.
Only gave up 1 sack.
I don't know.
It's freezing in here, Jesus.
I don't know what the issue is, but I know that when we watched that last drive, I watched the last drive. I saw Julian Fleming make a slight little mark in Penn State for this season because, first of all,
Julian does have a knack for making good catches in big games.
He does.
He played pretty well against Michigan, like when he's healthy. I don't know why, but Julian just has a knack for it.
I saw the man run the foulest dig in history for third and 12. They got it.
It works.
He ran another dig on 4th and 10 and got it again. I don't know, but USC's cooked.
You're done.
And to put this on Penn State because they're the ones that won this game. When they play Ohio State for one, there's going to be one of those DNs better win them the game because that offense is not doing it. The offense is not. I know what I just saw from Oregon, what they just did to Ohio State's defense. Penn State, their offense ain't that. When I sit there and see USC's defense stopping Singleton and Allen like that, boy, Jim knows your job is on the line right there because if they do it, you're done. You're done.
You know that's going to be a top 5 matchup.
I don't give a damn.
I already read up the stats for Jim Knowles in top 5 games.
I guarantee you that if Jim Knowles does that, he might not be. He more than likely will not be coming back because there's no.
Those are that's 3 away games.
Yeah.
And this is going to be an away game.
Yeah. Said no. But I tell you this right now.
Hold on now.
I tell you this right now. That Penn State defense better come to play because after that game, if there's any way that defense can win them that game, Penn State going undefeated. Because what they got next, Washington, Purdue, Minnesota, Maryland. They're not losing any other games. But this is what I tell you this USC defense did to Penn State. Field goal, punt, pick, punt, field goal, halftime, interception, field goal, touchdown.
Field goal to win the game.
Field goal to win the game. What we doing? What we doing? What in the world are we doing? They should have won them the game. Lincoln? USC might not be the spot for you.
Come be an OC at Michigan, please. I'll give you $20. That's all I got. $20
this might not be the thing. It's okay.
I have $30 for you.
It's cool. It's cool.
Maybe $50. They give me a raise.
All right. We can skip that one out.
Now, all right. Yeah. We're going to wrap it up with a very important question. Is the SEC fucking mid? Alabama escapes. Should have lost.
Again.
Sellers from South Carolina. You are dog shit, bro. I'm so sorry. They wanted to lose. Tennessee, Nico, ever since we gave him praise on this show, has been playing very mediocre.
Mid. It's going to be a mid off this. It's this weekend, right? It's this weekend.
In Neyland.
It's a mid off.
In Neyland. So we're
going to find out which one's more mid. That Tennessee offense or that Bama defense. And my money's on that Bama defense is more mid. Because
what is that? What is this? 10 straight quarters of playing absolutely dog shit on defense?
Playing nothing. I think they're
since Georgia of halftime, 10 quarters straight of no stops.
They might as well not even put the defense on the field. Because the defense was fine the first half. I was like, ooh, we got a sighting. We got something. You gotta talk about these defensive ends. If they don't get pressure, it's slow. It's
South Carolina just out there like, hey, we're not supposed to be on this field, guys. Let's go ahead and just
we're not.
smell it in.
My thing is, I think if Bama and Georgia play one more time, that what we saw in that first half from Georgia
might whoop that ass.
They might tap it. Like it right there. Tennessee, this is going to be the game that's going to decide for them if they're
They got to change that damn offense, bro.
Yeah,
that shit's too spread out. Like
they're not going to change it.
You're having Nico throw the ball.
They're not going to change
60 yards for his fucking slant.
Yeah, they're not changing it.
That's so fucking stupid.
So I think
dumb.
It's really crazy because everything depends on that Texas-Georgia game. It's going to be, if Georgia wins that game, it's going to be a rematch. It's going to be a rematch.
It's going to be Armageddon.
It's going to be a rematch in the SEC Championship. If Texas wins that game, Georgia slides out, and then
then the winner of Tennessee, Alabama, kind of controls the.
Yeah, they do, but they kind of don't at the same time because if Tennessee is the one that does it, and then they lose to Georgia. Now that can of worms is open. Exactly. Now. So I'm saying, and now we got 20 SEC teams in. Not even that, and then that just slides in LSU,
who also wanted to lose.
Quan, I will tell you this right now. You were correct about them over Ole Miss. They should not have won that game, by the way.
They tried everything in the world to lose.
When LSU's quarterback throws 43% with 2 picks, and they still win the game, you know what? Damn it. You got it. Yeah, I don't know how LSU won it, but they did.
Missed field goal
Missed field goals, Lane Kiffin going for it on 4th downs, tweaking out a little bit. All right, cool.
No, don't blame that.
But LSU, they low key are in control of their own destiny because if that, like I said, that we know that Bama defense is tragic, and I think that's what their next hardest game. I think that's it. I don't know.
A lot. I mean, unless you want to count Missouri.
No. Missouri is pathetic.
Hey,
so
y'all better watch out for A&M, man.
That's the game. Is it at A&M? No.
Texas is coming to A&M. LSU is going to A&M.
Is at A&M. So I'm picking A&M because
over Texas.
Oh no, over LSU.
Oh, I'm about to say hold on.
I'm picking A&M over LSU.
Hold on, Nelly. Relax.
So Quan, you're not getting that LSU thing right about them in the SEC Championship.
Hell no.
You looking good right now with it, but I refuse because they're not good. They're not. I watched that game. They weren't good.
It's not happening.
So basically, Ty, to basically run off the show, can anybody beat Texas?
No, Texas, I said it before the season. Texas is the national champion. No one believed me. I said Ohio State will have a loss going into the playoffs. Guess what? Ohio State's going to have a loss going into the playoffs. Guess what I said about Oregon? Oregon's going to have 2 losses going into the playoffs. Guess what? They're going to have 2 losses going into the playoffs.
They're not. What's that second loss?
They're going to lose to Michigan?
They're not losing to Michigan. We get this.
Hey, whoa. Hey, just because Idaho and Boise State got more pressure than your Ohio State Buckeyes don't mean that we not going to get no pressure on these motherfuckers now.
Okay.
Now birds fly west for winter. They don't fly north.
We hear you.
They fly south.
My thing is with Texas, we gonna see on Saturday. This is going to be the best offense they're going to see probably the entire season into the SEC Championship.
It's the best offense that Georgia done seen. That's all.
Without a doubt. I think that Texas offense, I'm never going to doubt. But I want to see because Texas defense is ranked number 1 right now. We have seen
that. Y'all falling off the place of the earth.
We have seen these last couple of weeks that whoever that top defense is at that moment that hasn't played a dominant offense, they fall off a cliff. So we're gonna see.
They fall off.
We're gonna see.
Thank you guys for tuning in to the Ohio State episode of Through the Whistle. Thank you, Keivon. We had a nice little, whole itinerary of other things. We had
we'll get to it eventually.
I mean, we kind of got LSU and Ole Miss and Bama being frauds. Texas Unstoppable was 2 seconds. We had NFL stuff on here, but
Who cares about that?
Yeah, who cares about the NFL? Yeah, biggest league in America, in the whole world. I mean, even though some people say the NBA is bigger.
No comment.
not.
a little bit of a
That's
cross.
not smart. But we'll be back with episode 13,
Yeah.
I think.
Yes.
There's no break today, guys. I'm so sorry. There's no time for it. Keivon. But we'll be back with episode 13. You know, probably get to some of this. We don't have as many college football previews this week because, you know, we have Texas, Georgia. We got Bama, Tennessee,
about it.
Michigan, Illinois. How bad is it going to get for us?
Okay.
And then we got some, you know, we got some NFL talking to talk about. But
Maybe a blind ranking.
make sure you like, share, like and comment at the least the video. I ain't asking y'all for much. It's free. Anyways, through the whistle, episode 12. Thank you. It's in the books. Paper toss, best one. Oh, that was my best one. No cap. Call my shot.